Hello and salutations. My name is John Johnson, and this is kind of an update video, but not really, because I've done a lot of those lately. Uh, what this actually is a question for my audience out there. But first, a little bit of a backstory. For those of you that have been following me for a while now, and subscribed for a while, you probably already know this, but I'll reiterate for those who have just joined recently. You may have noticed that my last 4 LPs, including the one I'm doing now, the Minish Cap, have all been of the 2D variety. Well, there's actually a reason for that. When I first started LPing way back in December of 2012, I was actually using my roommate's, at the time, my roommate's computer, which was a very strong computer, and could very easily handle editing and recording 3D games and everything like that. Well, when I got married, we moved out and on our own and got our own house and all that, and I no longer have access to that super strong computer. The only computer I actually have access to is my very cheap Toshiba laptop from 2006. The laptop only has 2 gigs of RAM, and it's not a very good computer, especially for editing and recording. The fact that it can run my editing program and all is still surprising to me. But it's not strong enough to record anything or stream anything for that matter in 3D. It can only do 2D, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Game Boy Advance. It can only do games of the 2D variety, unfortunately, because of how weak it is. And I've been saying for a while now that I'm trying to save up to get a good computer, a new computer that I can record on and record all the other different games that I really want to play. 3D Zelda games, a lot of 64 games and GameCube games and stuff like that I really want to record and do LPs of, but I can't right now because of how weak my computer is. And I'm starting to ramble, so let me see if I can wrap this up. Basically, my question here is, would anybody be offended if I put a donate button up on my channel? Now, I do want to clear something up. The donate button is specifically for a computer fund. It will not go towards bills or food or gas or anything like that. It will only go towards buying a new computer for my LPs. And I'm also not asking if anybody will or if they'll donate or anything like that. I'm asking if anybody would be offended if I put a donate button up. Simply because, honestly, it's something that I'm not all that happy about. I don't really know how to put it into words that well, but it's something that I've thought about doing, but have usually decided against it because of how I don't want to taint my channel with that kind of. I don't want to beg, basically, is what it comes down to. I don't want to try and come off like I'm begging for money or anything, because I'm not. I do this strictly out of the enjoyment of the hobby. And money is not something I worry about in terms of this. But when it comes down to the facts, the fact is I'm not going to be able to do 3D games, which most of the games I want to LP are of the 3D variety. I'm not going to be able to do those games for probably up to a year if things go on like they are. And this is with me working full time, trying to go to school full time, and doing LPs on the side as well. And if I don't get a computer soon, well, let me rephrase that. If I don't find some way to get a computer soon, then it's going to be probably close to another year before I can LP 3D games, which sucks, And that's kind of what brought me to this point. Is just I wanted to ask if anybody would be offended if I put up a donate button. And be honest with me. If it does offend you, if it's going to be something that you don't want me to do, then by all means tell me, because I'm really torn on it. Part of me really wants to, and part of me doesn't. So I decided that I'm just going to base my decision on what the response to this update video is. If you guys think it's okay, if the majority of you guys comment and like and say that it's okay, then I'll put one up there, and what happens from then is just up to you guys. I'm not going to mention it again. I'm not going to spam about it. I'm just going to let it be there, and if somebody wants to donate so that I can get a new computer, then they can. But I'm not going to try and beg for money, basically. But if it is something you don't want me to do, you think it's wrong, then voice your opinion. I'll make sure nobody gets on you for having your opinion. You're completely entitled to it. And whatever the majority consensus is on this video is what I'm going to do. So thank you guys for your time. Sorry I kind of rambled on there, but let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys in the comments and talk with you and see what the situation is here. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.